Hi guys, Latoya here. I'm back with another passion mini training. Today's topic is really exciting. I want to talk to you guys about how an old prophecy birthed into a now passion. So this is just still mind blowing for me and still such an exciting topic to explore. So I'm going to give you guys the backstory, and then I'm going to give you 7 tips that you can use and apply within your own passion journey if you are a faith-based person. So you guys probably have figured out by now that I am a faith-based coach. I am a lead pastor as well and a worshiper. So I do love Jesus and I really do believe in standing on the word, and the foundation of the word is really the foundation of all of my packages, all of my coaching, all of my business ventures, and really everything that I do. So back in, I believe it was the year 2017, me and my husband were just married, and we had gone to a service, and there was a minister who was visiting as a guest speaker, and I had never met him, did not know him. And I think it was even before he started speaking, he said that while he was on the plane, he heard the Lord say the name Latoya. Now, he didn't pronounce it right the first time. So for a while he was like, Latoya. It kind of sounds like Toyota. Which was funny in itself because growing up, that was a constant joke as a child. But anyways, and I sat there, like, to be honest, not saying anything. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, and everybody in the audience who knew me looking at me like, girl, he's obviously talking about you. So eventually, they're like, they started pointing at me, and I was like, Latoya, and he's like, yes. And he says, I have a prophetic word for you. God made it very clear to me on the plane that I needed to make sure to deliver it to you and to prophesy it to you. So I'm not going to go through all the full word of what he said, although a lot of it has come to pass, which is amazing. But I want to touch on one thing that he said, and it was actually the very first thing that he said and really emphasized throughout, was that God was calling me to be an author. So keep in mind, I talked about this in my last mini training, I've always been passionate about writing. I've always had just thoughts of, wow, what would it be like to publish something? But I've never ever taken it seriously at this point. And I had never thought of myself as an author. And he said to me, not just any author, but an author who is award winning, who makes lots of money off of her materials and her books, and who really changed lives, And he's like, write it down. Trust me, you'll see it come to pass. And I was kind of like, okay, I just prayed about it and I waited it out. And it's so crazy because here we are in the year 2020 and I've launched my very first ebook. Crazy. I would have never thought that's something I would have been able to do. And of course, my ebook is just the beginning. It's a simple a book. It's not really elaborate like I desire to write in the years to come, but it is the beginning and it is the start. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this today is because it took that prophecy being planted, it took that seed of hope and truth being planted for me to then branch out and step out into the passion that God had already put there that I didn't necessarily know was there, if that makes sense. Because at the time, my writing pieces were really just for me. I didn't really share them. I was really shy when it came to that. And now I'm writing for other people and being able to motivate others. And I'm already seeing the result of success from this one ebook that has not even been out for a week yet, which I will be sharing more details with you guys very, very soon. But what I really wanted to do was encourage you and let you know that God is so faithful and that everything he says is true. And he always intends to bring his word to pass. And sometimes, we get these words and we're like, oh, I don't know, it seems so far-fetched, it seems so crazy, but believe him. And I have some tips that I want to give to you guys that I've done and that I did with that specific word that I believe that will allow you to thrive in the word of the Lord going forth. So the first thing is write it down. That's something that he instructed me to do, and I kind of made a habit of doing at that time in my life anyway. Write down the prophecy, write down the date, write down the person's name, and write it in detail as much as you can remember. It's actually really good while it's being given to you to record it or have some recorded so that you don't forget what was said. Okay, the second thing is pray over it every time you can, as much as you can. Continue to pray over God. I protect this word. I believe this word. I secure this word in your hand. I thank you for this word. I acknowledge that it's not in my own strength, but it's in your strength that this word will come to pass. Okay, so pray over it and cover it in God's glory. The other thing is declare that it will come to pass. The Bible says that there is power. Okay, there is life and death in the power of our tongue. So that means that we have the ability to speak it just as God did with the earth, and it shall come to pass. So this is really, really important, because sometimes we get prophecies that seem so far-fetched and seem like, I don't even know how that's going to come to pass. I've gotten a lot of those. So we have to declare, I declare that I am an author, that I am an award-winning author, that I have books that will change people's lives, declare whatever the word is. Those were things that I was saying, even though I didn't see it, even though I had no evidence of it. I declared it as many times as I could. I would go back and read over that word. And what's nice is after that word, I actually got many confirmations from other prophecies. And I would just continue to declare that as well. The fourth thing is develop that prophecy in the secret place. So ask God, begin to give me book ideas, begin to give me titles. That's what I did. And I would write them down. I have like 40 titles, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to write, but I'm going to write them down. So begin to ask God to give you the character, the lifestyle, the mindset, whatever it is that you need to be able to fulfill that word. The next thing is be patient and ask God for timing. So like I said, I got this word in 2017. I believe it was very early in 2017. And I was really just like not sure of the timing at all. I just knew that it would be in the time to come. Little did I know it would be in 2020, years later, right? So it doesn't mean that every word is like that, but it is good to take that time to just be patient and let him do it in his own timing, and just continue to develop in the secret place. I wasn't going around and telling anyone about this word. I wasn't writing about it. I wasn't talking about it. But with God, I was like asking him to give me the ideas and give me the resources and allow me to believe that I'm in myself to do this and to be confident enough to do it. The sixth thing is align yourself with the word, right? So I took courses. I spoke to people who had written books. I looked into publishing companies. Begin to align your life with what was said about you. I started writing smaller pieces, writing pieces for other people, taking volunteer positions in writing. I began to align myself with what the Lord has said. And finally, when the word comes to pass, do what I'm doing right now. Testify of it. Encourage people of it. Let people know what God has done, not for your own credit, but for his glory, so that he can be magnified, and so that those who do not know the Lord can know that when he speaks, it is true and it shall come to pass. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful for you. I hope this was encouraging. And if you haven't yet, please get my ebook. I have a video on my page that I posted yesterday that has all the details of how to do it. The link is in my bio. It's really simple. Right now it's on sale for $20, and that's only until tomorrow. Until Friday. So get your copy at the discounted rate. Enjoy it. Send me your feedback. Send me what you think about it, and share it with those around you so they can be blessed as well. Love you guys, and have an awesome rest of the week. Bye.